Hello everyone, welcome to War on the Sea. This is a new game that I am going to be presenting on the channel. This is basically a naval RTS, World War II RTS, set around the Battle of Guadalcanal in 1942. Operation Watchtower is what I'm going to be playing. So basically, the naval aspect of the Guadalcanal campaign. This game is quite realistic and the UI is not that intuitive, but I've found it fun so far from what I've played. So yeah, let's get a campaign going and see what we find out. Let's see. Let's go Operation Watchtower, the American perspective. Balance difficulty is fine in submarines. Alright, let's start. Alright, here we are on the campaign map. Starting off after the attack on Pearl Harbor, after the Battle of the Coral Sea, and a couple of months after the Battle of Midway, where we sunk 4 Japanese carriers of the Kido Butai and changed the course of the Pacific War. And now, Operation Watchtower begins. 7th of August 1942, the Battle of Midway last month has significantly weakened Japan's carrier strength in the Pacific. Last month? Okay, well, we'll go with it. And allowed the Allies to go on the offensive. One initial goal is to secure the southern Solomon Islands in a plan codenamed Operation Watchtower. Priority for the operation intensifies as Japanese troops begin construction of an airfield on the island of Guadalcanal. Such an airfield would allow long-range bombers to attack the supply lines between America and Australia, as well as provide air cover for Japanese naval forces pushing farther south. Japanese supply ships carrying construction materials for the airfield continue to arrive, while the Allies make preparations to seize Guadalcanal. So, like in real life, our goal is going to be land troops on Guadalcanal and take it away from the Japanese, who are building an airfield there and will threaten the supply lines between the United States and Australia. So, here we go. Campaign summary. Okay. Using New Hebrides as a forward base. I don't actually know how to pronounce that, but that's the way I'm going to. Your orders are to take back Guadalcanal, build a major airfield there, and clear the neighboring islands of any hostile forces. You must build a Rank 5 airfield on Guadalcanal. Take control of Guadalcanal and the Florida Islands, while maintaining control of Port Moresby, Milne Bay, Rennell Island, Santa Cruz Islands, and Malaita? Okay. Okay. So, this is a real-time strategy game, meaning there are no turns. It's all in real time. However, time is paused right now, so we can give orders without, things moving along. So if you look down in the bottom left, it is currently August 7th, 1942. 1200 hours. This is the day that the U.S. Marines landed on Guadalcanal. And Guadalcanal is going to be right here, this island right here. With this airbase and seaport. I don't know if we can see that information right now. Okay, so basically just looking at the campaign map right now. Red stars are enemy bases. Those will be Japanese bases. And blue are going to be American or Allied bases. So we look down here, we have Cooktown. That's an Allied base. We've got Port Moresby, Milne Bay, and New Hebrides. And I believe New Hebrides is the only base that we can launch ships out from right now. Let's see here, make sure. Yes. Alright, so if we look at the bottom left, it says command points 200. We can buy units with those command points, and they will refresh every week, or you can get a few by destroying enemy units. Okay, so right now I am going to try to go up. Shall I? Oh, I actually forgot about this. The gray stars means those are neutral. No one has captured those. That is controlled by no one. So I could sail a force out here, capture Renal Island or the Santa Cruz Islands, and then go from there to attack Guadalcanal. Or I could go straight for Guadalcanal, try and land troops on Guadalcanal with supplies, have them win the war out there, seize it, and then we can go and attack these if they're under control of the Japanese by then. I think I'm going to be aggressive. I want to go and I want to land troops on Guadalcanal immediately. I don't want the enemy being able to reinforce Guadalcanal. Okay. So, New Hebrides. Let's purchase some units, shall we? What do I want? So, in order to land troops on Guadalcanal, I'm going to have... Let's see, I'm going to have cargo ships. Dropping troops and supplies off. And I'm going to need an escort for those cargo ships, obviously. But I do want air power as well. So, I would love to build an aircraft carrier right now. Like, something like, let's see here, the Enterprise. But it costs 120 command points. That is awfully expensive for something that is not really going to be able to bombard the enemy base at Guadalcanal. So I think what I'm going to do first is create a surface task force of cruisers and destroyers and perhaps submarines, and try and head on up to Guadalcanal and be able to land some troops there. So I will spend my command points on something else. I want to go for a heavy cruiser. Maybe a Pensacola class heavy cruiser. Also a Northampton class. These cost 22 instead of 120, so that's kind of nice. There's more ships in the immediate vicinity. Baltimore, not available yet. Okay. So, is the Atlanta here? Let's recruit the Pensacola for 22. So that's going to be a heavy cruiser. I want 2 heavy cruisers in this group. Can I... Wichita class is what? Only the Wichita. That costs 26. The New Orleans, Astoria, Minneapolis, the San Francisco. Portland class. It's the Indianapolis. Wow. Northampton class. Chester, Louisville, Chicago. I'm going to recruit the Chicago heavy cruiser. So it's up in my force here. That's going to cost 44 command points in total. Now I am going to make our cargo ships a merchant ship. These can land troops. They can also land supplies and engineering, which we're going to need. I'm going to create a few of these here. Let's see. How many do I want? I think I'll go 3 Type C3s, and I'm going to need an oiler as well for fuel. So these cost 15. That's not cheap. We're already at 89 command points. Our fleet is growing though, and now I want destroyers to be able to escort these ships here. So ED, I'm going to have some destroyers that only cost 6 command points, so we're not breaking the bank. I do want a decent amount of these, so I have a Fletcher. Oh, it costs 10. Why does it cost 10? Okay. Glass. Oh yeah, that's just glass. Porter glass. And glass. I wonder what the difference between these classes is. And don't worry, we'll be able to get into some real-time battles here. I just need to build this force first. Gridley class? I'll make the Gridley. How many destroyers do I want here? I'll have 3. I think 3 is good. And then let's go back up to Sims costs 8. Acme costs 6. I'll recruit them. Alright, so I have this force of ships, 2 heavy cruisers, for bombarding Guadalcanal. You can only bombard with heavy cruisers or battleships. And I have 1, 2, 3 merchant ships, 1 oiler for fuel, and 3 destroyers to escort these guys and protect them from submarines. So I'm satisfied with that group. Done. And now we see that at New Hebrides they appear. This battle group, Task Force 1, appears. Now we're going to order them to head on up to Guadalcanal. First, though, we need to make sure that our cargo ships have cargo. So let's hit Manage Cargo. So, available right now on the island of New Hebrides. 10,000 troops, 20,000 supplies, 200 engineering, and 200 fuel. Right now we want to land troops and supplies on Guadalcanal. We should probably have supplies roughly equal to the amount of troops on the island. That way they will fight as best they can. So I'm going to have 2. I'm going to fill this C3 up with troops. So 1,200 troops in this cargo ship. I'm heading on over to the next cargo ship. Oh no, that's the Chicago. Yep, 1,200 troops. 1,200 troops. And then I'm gonna load supplies onto this one. 2,000 supplies. So they can fight. Not gonna. So you can also. I'm not gonna get fuel for the oiler right now. I'm not gonna do that until we take the island. So head on over to the destroyers. Destroyers can carry troops and supplies. So I'm actually gonna give some of these destroyers supplies. So 800 supplies, and I'll give the last destroyer's troops 250 troops. So now all of our ships have been loaded. And before I tell these guys to head on off to Guadalcanal, I'm going to build a new task force of C units. I want to get me some submarines. So I'll go with the Tamber. We have a Gato class submarine. Yeah, Gato. Type B. I don't know what that is. Okay, Greenling. Yep, I see. Growler. Let's go Blackfish. I'll get a group of about 4 subs and head on up to Guadalcanal. We'll go Cod. It's an interesting name for a sub. Alright, so that's going to cost 40 command points. Done. So we also have our submarine force. I'm going to tell our submarine force to head on up, navigate up here, Guadalcanal. I want them to head out first, right offshore on Guadalcanal. And I haven't started time yet. I will speed time up. I'll go from pause to times, let's see, 300. We can can see that he's moving. He is following the waypoint I set for him. Up to Guadalcanal. I'll have them head out first. Times 600 is insane. 600 times real time. Uh-oh, there's an enemy recon plane already. Wow. Okay. There's nothing that we can really do about that right now. I did pause time. So the enemy is already commandeering our island of New Hebrides here. So one trick I can pull from my Task Force 1, my heavy cruisers, they can launch recon planes as well. So I can launch some aircraft. Kingfisher, which is a recon plane. Let's orbit our task force at a range of 49 nautical miles with these planes. So there, and that is going to be our orbital pattern, I guess, of the task force with our recon plane. So let's get a couple more of these guys out here. Go back to Task Force 1. Pensacola, launch some more aircraft. Kingfisher again. Let's extend this one's range out to 81 nautical miles. See how big of a radius that is. That's the radius he's going to patrol for enemy. So as long as we have a couple of these guys out here, that's a good thing. And we have 53 command points left. So what do I want to do here? I think maybe I can create a smaller task force to try and go for Rennell Island or the Santa Cruz Island. We'll be able to build an air base on here and be able to fly over Guadalcanal from there. I think that would be probably ideal. So let's go to New Hebrides again. Let's go to New Sea. I'm going to have to consolidate our points here. So I will go with another merchant in this fleet. I'll go 2 merchants and 1 oiler. And that's going to cost 35. So I want to be able to escort these guys with a couple of warships. Otherwise, they're just going to get decimated by submarines or if they run across an enemy fleet. And I'm going to stick to destroyers that cost 6 command points because we have 18 command points left to spend. So I'll go with the hull, and I'll go with Alban. That's 47. We have 6 more, which is perfect. Recruit Dale. So 3 destroyers are going to be escorting these supply ships. I'll hit done, and now we have no command points left. And we have another force here at New Hebrides. So let's manage cargo. Let's some troops on this C3. Let's get supplies on this next one. Do I want fuel? Yeah, I want some fuel. Let's see, land some more troops. Some more troops. More supplies. Okay. So let's command these guys to move on over to Rennell Island and capture it for us. And then we can build an airbase on there. Time has not moved much, but in a minute, I will... Let's see, Task Force 5. Task Force 5. Already gave them orders. Task Force 1 is our task force that will be moving to Guadalcanal. Behind the subs. Alright, let's move. These are the ones that are going to land troops on Guadalcanal. Alright, I've got everything in place. I can't really do anything about that recon plane, unfortunately. Not until I have an aircraft carrier, or... Actually, you know what? I can. Because New Hebrides has an airfield. I am going to launch some Wildcat fighters right now. Have them head on up to this recon plane. So let's move. Times 1, times 60 time. We're going to intercept this recon plane, hopefully. Boom. Let's go to the tactical map. This is your first look at the tactical map and fighting up here. So I've got Kingfisher here. Amber, these are my subs. Let's start. Let's see if we can find this recon plane. Yeah, my Wildcats flying around here. This recon plane should be in the area. I'm just gonna have to find them. Two flights of Wildcats here. Speed up time. See if we find anybody. Control the area. If we don't see him, it's fine. It's just, he can't really do anything to us. There he is. Okay, our other group of Wildcats have spotted this guy. There he is. Let's see. Yep. Here we go. Wildcats have sighted him. They having a difficult time shooting him down. He has pontoons, so he can land in the water, which is kind of cool. Our Wildcats are going to be circling around again. He is wreaking some havoc, his rear gunner. But he's going to be no match for the Wildcats if they get a shot off on him. Know how they haven't gotten any shots off. Let's see. Yep, here come the other Wildcats now. This guy should not be, Here they come. Second flight. Come on, guys, fire. Come on, fire. Yeah, he's smoking now. So are some of my Wildcats, though, but it's not going to matter. Yep, here he goes. Recon plane down. Wildcats have taken him down. No more spying on my fleet. Alright, we accomplished our mission. Let's go back to the campaign map. Alright, we've shot the recon plane down, so we can tell our Wildcats now, you know what, New Hebrides, since we can launch planes from here, let's have our Wildcats patrol the area. Let's actually order this for Milne Bay as well. I think they can launch aircraft. So let's, yep, they've got 4 Wildcats. Let's send these guys out on patrol. A daily patrol, like here, so we can kind of see, I'll try to get a gauge on what's going on. Wildcats again, 81 nautical miles is fine. And down here we have Cooktown, Wildcats, we can launch Wildcats again. We also have the option to launch Avengers, torpedo bombers, or B-17 Flying Fortress bombers, which we will do once we see an enemy target. Right now, let's just patrol with fighters to make sure that no one's sneaking up on us. Alright, so this is what we're going to wait for now. It is going to take, in real time I should say, it would take Task Force 1 how long to get to Guadalcanal? It would take them 42 hours, which is going on 2 days to sail from New Hebrides to Guadalcanal. Since we can't do that playing, or we could, but no sane person would, we are going to speed up time. Now let's do it. Time forward, times 1, times 60, times 300. Here, now you can see the planes moving. Times 600, and now you can see our task forces moving. but even that is quite slow. So let's push time forward even farther, times 1,800, which is the max. And our task force is now. Task Force 1 is sailing to Guadalcanal. Our submarine is going out ahead of our task force. These are actually 4 subs. And then Task Force 5, we have an encounter. Task Force 1 has an encounter. So first things first, let's switch up our formation here. Let's go formation. I don't want to do a line ahead formation for my ships. Let me do circular to where, let's see, 1 Pensacola, 2 Chicago, 5 Ridley. I would actually probably want to switch out like a cruiser and a destroyer, so the destroyer's in front. So, yeah, 3. Actually, you know what? Line ahead is okay. But I need 2 destroyers up front here. So Chicago, let's switch positions. Okay, that's fine. Let's go dispersion 750 meters. Okay, I have to resolve this encounter. I don't know what it is yet, but the enemy has spotted me. So let's begin. Going back to the tactical map. These are my destroyers here, or my group, I'm sorry. My group of ships. It's 4:42 in the morning, so it's at night. Let's turn our sonar on, since I have a sneaking suspicion this was going to be a submarine. So obviously we're going to want to dodge all torpedoes possible. Alright, let's start this. Our formation of ships sailing. We're going to be on the lookout for torpedoes. Got my destroyer up here in the front. What are we seeing? Yep, I see torpedoes in the water up there. Okay. Let's pause this for a second. Let's man, how far do I think he is up there? It's got to be like way up there. Very good. Great formation. Up there as fast as you can. Type C3. Break formation. We're all going to want to dodge these torpedoes that are coming at us. Chicago, break formation. Pensacola, break. Bagley, since you are the destroyer, break formation and just head on up. Alright, let's continue. We're going to spot the torpedoes in the water here soon. What is that? Yeah, that's definitely torpedoes. We don't see a sub on our radar yet. Now we have torpedoes in the water. Here we go. See the mini-map right here? Torpedoes coming at us. Ridley is headed straight for them. I'm going to take over command of Ridley. We're going to try and dodge these torpedoes here. To the best of our ability. Find this sub and sink him. It's going to be hard to do at nighttime though. So everybody is getting out of the way back there. I hope. Yep, these torpedoes are going to miss us. At least with Ridley. Very good. It's alright. Come on. Maybe they might hit a couple of my transport ships. Which is not good because they have troops on them. Troops or supplies. Let's head on up. Type C3. Just go as fast as you can. Yeah, this isn't good for you. Oh man, those torpedoes are coming for you. Yeah. Hard to port, hard to port, hard to port. I might get hit with 2 torpedoes here with this ship. I'm not gonna be able to dodge both of these, I don't think. Oh man, I just dodged that. Oh my goodness. Nope, I got hit. Alright, slow down, let the, yeah, and here we go again. This next one. We have one of our cargo ships on fire. Alright, can you slow down, please? Just come to a halt here. Let those torpedoes pass. These guys. Alright. Just turn. Turn as hard as you can. We do not want to continue in the path of those torpedoes. We're going to have destroyers up here, hopefully, trying to find the sub. They're coming. Where are they? They are very difficult to see, but my cursor is right there. Torpedo. And there. So hopefully the damage control teams are patching the C3 up that got hit. Come on. Gotta turn, gotta turn. That was a pretty good spread by that sub, I have to say. Okay. I think he dodged. Chicago continued to turn. Pensacola continued to turn. These are the last ships that are in danger. How are we doing over here? Ah, no sonar. Yeah, there's some sonar right there. Sub is... He's around. He's probably diving quite far at the moment. Alright, those torpedoes are not going to hit anything else now. So we had one hit our C3 up here. And he is on fire. Let's see the damage control report. He's got heavy damage and heavy flooding. I don't know if he is going to make it. We gotta put these fires out. So you see these wrenches here? These are all the compartments of the ship. One's blue, water are flooded right now. The wrenches are where the damage control crews are at the moment. What they're fixing. We have a lot of fire then that is not being contained at the moment. Chicago. Alright guys, continue. I really want to find this sub. My destroyers are moving. Let's slow down, guys. Let's slow down. Go 10 knots. Better sonar, hopefully. More effective. I can hear it. Hear the pinging, which is the sonar bouncing off the submarine wherever it is. So the closer we are to the sub, the faster the pings will be. Let's see. I'm definitely worried for this C3 here. Damage control is not looking good right now. Let's speed this up a little bit. Times 5. Let's see if she's going to go down or not. 41 seconds to deal with fire here in this compartment. We're almost done with these two, so let's see. Okay, it doesn't look like she's going to sink. She's definitely going to be heavily damaged. Or maybe she will. I think there was just another explosion. In 60 seconds before the damage control teams resolve this. We only have 2 damage control teams, so we've got a lot more happening than those 2 teams can get to at the moment. We've got 3 fires in the hall. We've got 1 fire at the surface, which 1 damage control team is trying to put out. Looks like we're not really finding any luck in we're not having any luck at finding this sub. Moment. It's okay if we don't find it. I just want this ship to remain floating. I believe it will. It's going to have heavy damage, and most of the rear of the ship is flooded. It's definitely going to be slower now, but I don't think it's going to sink. We've got 2 damage control teams on it. The last 2 fires. Okay. So obviously heavy damage, heavy flooding. This ship is going to need to be repaired at port. The sub is in the area, but I have never had a sub that actually attacked twice. So until that happens, I'm content leaving my ships stationary, because they love to run into the AI in this game. They love to run into each other. Oh, they got the flooding out. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Let's head on back. We can leave in 150 seconds, which is sped up times 5. I'd like to find the sub, but I don't think it's going to happen. I know one thing, I'm going to launch more recon planes, more Kingfishers now, that we know an enemy sub is in the area, because we don't want the sub hounding our fleet all the way to Guadalcanal. Okay. Alright, let's leave. So, the sub managed to do heavy damage to our Type C3. No one has been sunk, though. 4:42 a.m. Alright, let's continue the forward time here. I'm going to wait until 5. It's almost 5 o'clock. Air operations are now available. So when it's dark out, from 10 at night to 5 o'clock in the morning, air operations are not available. So as soon as the sun comes up at 5 in the morning, our planes are back up in the air. Okay, let's go to Chicago now, and let's launch some more recon planes. Have some orbit at 16 nautical mile radius. Let's see, Task Force 1, one more launch aircraft. Kingfisher. Let's go 130 nautical miles. Alright, and let's continue. Let's maximum time. Look at all these aircraft that we've got patrolling for this submarine. I definitely just saw an enemy recon plane. We have another encounter with Task Force 1. That means the sub is back again. Alright, let's begin. We need to get this sub. Alright, this time it's daytime. Let's turn on our sonar. Let's see what's going on here. Actually, you know what? Uh-oh, we see something right here. Oh. Hey, Bagley, go ahead and target this. Go after it. So let's attack. Orders attack. Hey, Gridley. Target him, attack. Target him and attack. So let's see what we've spotted. Well, there's certainly torpedoes. He's launched a few. Let's see. Here he is, Japanese submarine. He's launched 1, 2, 3, 4 torpedoes. Okay. It looks like he's targeting our cruisers. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of the way of that either. Let's unpause, and you need to move. Here they come. Turn your radar on. Just heck. Oh yeah, they're coming for Chicago. Right here. Here they come. There's no way he gets me. We're turning hard. Yep, they're gonna pass right between Chicago and Pensacola. Well, now I know where this sub is. I will have... Yep. Okay, he didn't get anyone. Just what I want to hear. These are our heavy cruisers. Look at the guns on these boys. They can deal some damage. Not to, they're not going to take a battleship on, but they're hold their own against most others. These guys can launch those Kingfisher aircraft as well. Now, we know the sub is around here somewhere. Our cruisers cannot find subs with sonar. That is going to be up to our destroyers. So let's get our cruisers out of here. C3, what are you doing? Okay. Let's speed this up, ×5. Have our destroyers head on out. Try to get this sub. Oh, they spotted him again. Bagley has spotted him. Bagley is right next to the sub. Where is the sub? Oh, there she is right there. Yeah. Alright, let her do her job. I'm not gonna... interfere. My C3s can just keep, let's take command of Gridley here. I don't trust the AI. They will run into each other at a moment's notice. Bagley's turning around. He's coming up on the rear of the sub, so... Okay. These guys are moving here. Let's leave it up to Bagley. There's the sub. Just lurking there. See if she's gonna launch depth charges. Yep, she's definitely coming forward. Sub is, he's not too deep, is he? See here. Depth charges. There we go. Depth charges in the water. There they are. Coming down. He's going to be launching a lot of them, I think. Yes, sir. Some more. Oh, yeah. Sub is right below us. Oh, man. Some of these are getting close to the sub. Oh. Oh yeah, massive damage right there. Sub is dead in the water now. Good job. She's coming back around. And we've got 2 more destroyers on their way. The sub looks like he is in trouble. He's back. Yep. These guys are going to come up. The depth charge again. Bagley is turning around. Let's speed this up a bit. Let's center on Bagley. Bagley's coming back. Like I said, the sub is dead in the water right now, so he can't move. He's being about to be bracketed by destroyers. Bagley's coming in for another depth charge run. Okay, very good. Get out of the way. We'll have Bagley finish him. Depth charge in the water. She is. More depth charges. She's done. She's got to be done. I think she's still up, though. Yep, she's still up. She's very damaged. Heavily damaged. Let's speed this up. Make sure our destroyers don't hit each other. Here comes Gridley. Depth charge is in the water. Gridley, Bagley, just... I think Farragut is gonna have another run at him again. Let's see. Times 5 speed. Depth charges again in the water. This guy is helpless now. Yeah, that damaged big time. He's got to be sinking. He's gotta be sinking now. Yep, he's going down. Yep, 100%. He's done. Yep, there it is. Type B Model 1 submarine sinking. We've destroyed him. Good job, destroyers. He's gone. Well, we got revenge for him torpedoing our C3. And thank you, destroyers. Let's head on back to the campaign map. Alright, 1 sub sunk. 3,700 tons. And we get 1 command point for sinking that sub. Good. Now he won't be following us anymore. Okay, let's speed up time again. 1,800. Remember, Task Force 5 is heading to Runnel Island. Task Force 1 headed to Guadalcanal. Task Force 5 has a lot of enemy recon activity. Alright, this is... Once we head up to Guadalcanal right here, we're going to be headed into the slot, which the Japanese Navy loves to frequent. So our sub has just... Our Task Force 2, our subs, have just gotten there. Oh man, our subs have just encountered a task force of the Japanese Navy, 8 ships. This is at 3:36 in the morning. That is why I had the sub go first, so this task force could come in and not get ambushed by the Japanese Navy. The Japanese, most of them are coming from Rabaul up here, as they did in real life, going through the slot, which is the waters between all of these islands here. And we're going to have a lot of contact with the Japanese, the Imperial Japanese Navy, throughout this game in the slot. So we have our 4 submarines, and we have just encountered 8 Japanese ships. I don't know exactly what they are. They're saying maybe 3 light cruisers and 2 destroyers. But I'm definitely going to begin this encounter. I have 4 subs. Alright, we don't know where these ships are yet, so let's start. It is nighttime. Where are we going to see enemy ships? Let's, oh, here we go. Right now. Okay, so Tamber. All of my subs are going to head on down. Gato, Tamber, head this way. Blackfish. We're going to want to get off a lot of torpedoes at these guys. Let's see what we've got. Looks like we've got a Japanese light cruiser. Perhaps? Light cruiser. Light cruiser. Can't tell if these are destroyers. Light cruisers. No heavy cruisers, which is nice. Okay. So, for my subs, my orders, periscope depth, please. Periscope depth. We have our own wolf pack here. Some of our American subs. Let's have our periscope up. Periscope up. See what we can see. Yeah, I see them. Ships out here. We're gonna have to make a good turn. We already are making a good turn. Let's target. Let's target the first ship. So we can get a nice firing solution on these guys. We are quite far out right now. Let's speed this up a bit. We're heading 7 knots. Our solution is not great. Oh yeah, we need to turn on radar. Turn on our radar, we'll have a better idea of their speed and trajectory. The radar on our solution continues to climb now, 45. That is quite far out, really, to be firing a torpedo, but... .50 solution now. Do we want to fire? Let's get 6 torpedoes ready. 10-degree spread. I don't know yet. I'm just gonna hold off for just a little while longer. Blackfish, oh, they're all ready. This is going to be a giant wave of torpedoes headed for these guys. That's for sure. I want to wait until they get close. Super close. Alright, Tamber, are you ready? Fire your torpedoes now, please. Gato, you as well, fire torpedoes. Blackfish, go ahead and fire. Cod, do you have a target? I mean, go ahead and fire. This might be a giant waste, but... Okay, guys. You fired your torps? Now dive. No, don't dive yet. Don't dive. Actually... Yeah, go to like 80 feet until these torpedoes get by. I don't want a torpedo hitting our own friendly sub. Okay, we're all diving now. Let's have these guys turn around. Torpedoes in the water. It's a bit far. And headed on right on over to Amber right here. Our torpedoes are heading for the first cruiser. I tell you all to turn. Yes, I did. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Oh man, the Japanese have not spotted these torpedoes yet. I can see all these wakes. Look at this. Yeah, some of those are way too far out, but hopefully we'll be able to get at least a couple of hits. This guy is moving as well. Oh yeah, and for the record, the American torpedoes in the early war are trash. They have just as big of a chance of being a dud as they do actually effectively exploding. That's another thing we have to contend with. It looks... Yep, he was hit. Torpedo. Unfortunately, the others have passed, but he's on fire. Gonna have another wave coming here. Alright, let's see what our subs are doing now. Tambra, come back up to periscope depth. Actually, all of you come up to periscope depth. We'll see what we can do here. Let's go slow down to like 3 knots. Everybody. We've lost sight of the enemy convoy because we are far underwater. Radar. Oh, we sunk her. We sunk a destroyer. I don't know if that was just hit by one torpedo or what, but she is going down. Is this a light cruiser, I wonder? There's a wall of torpedoes headed on by. We've also got now a destroyer who's after us, so we need to be careful. Okay. Continue north. Continue north. I don't think I'm going to fire another torpedo. We sunk one. Let's have our scope. See what we can see from the periscope. What do we see? Yep, we've got Japanese ships, that's for sure. There's the destroyed ship. Oh man, that is not good. She is insanely close. Alright, dive, sir. Dive as fast as you can. Dive. Run silent. Dive, run silent. Dive, run silent. That is a destroyer that is after us. He is awfully angry. We need to, oh man, that's not good. We might lose one of our subs here. Let's go down to 200 feet. That's not crush depth, I don't think. Let's go down to 230. We need to get out of here. I didn't realize their destroyers were that close. They're quite fast, though. We might lose a sub. How long before we can leave the area? 270 seconds. That's not good. Oh, he's right over. Alright, turn hard, turn hard, turn hard. This might be it. This might be it for you. Got depth charges right in your faces here. Come on, dive. That's not good. I think we're damaged, aren't we? How do we have no damage from that? Alright, instead of 9 knots, let's go 4 knots now. Let's try to be as quiet as possible, while continuing to turn. This destroyer up here has our... look at this. Got a searchlights. With his flaming buddy on the horizon. She's going down. I think she was only hit by 1 torpedo. Alright, how many seconds till we can leave? 180. Far down, she's coming back. Can we reverse, please? Please reverse. Please reverse. Here she comes. I am about as far down as I am comfortable going, 230 feet. Otherwise, we're going to risk damage from water pressure. I don't think she's too close to me right now. I'm hoping those depth charges are... oh man, those are... oh, are you kidding? That's going to be deadly. Yeah. Alright, let's move. What's the damage? Minor damage. Alright. Still run on silent. Well, the good news is, with this destroyer targeting Timber, the others are making their escapes. Oh man, 96 seconds until I can leave. Speed this up and see if she comes after us. Sometimes there's just nothing I can do. Times 5. Here she comes. Leave, confirm. Oh, we left the area. Wow, we were able to get away. With only minor damage to Timber, which we will take all day. We sunk a destroyer for 1,450 tons. And we gained 1 command point. Alright, so that force here, now we know what that is at least. There are no transport ships in that convoy. Okay, so Task Force 5 has landed at Rennell Island. So let's unload all of our cargo here. Unload it on Rennell Island, and there it is. Rennell Island is now under our control. Alright. That's what we want to hear. Let's go back now to New Hebrides. It's going to take 35 hours to get there. Time is paused, by the way. So let's have Task Force 1 continue to move in on Guadalcanal. Alright, now let's look at Rennell Island. So we're going to need to build an airfield, a level 1 airfield. We're going to need 500 supplies, of which we have 2,400, 50 engineering, of which we have 0, and 50 fuel, of which we have 100 right now. So we're going to have to go back with Task Force 5 and get some fuel. Or no, engineering, I'm sorry. And then we'll be able to build a level 1 airfield, which is what we want. We're going to also want to get to Santa Cruz as soon as we can. Let's speed up time again, so this task force can Alright, it's 5 a.m. Our planes can be launched. We've got recon planes all over the place. Hopefully we can get to Guadalcanal. Encounter with Kingfisher. Uh-oh, what is that? Our scout plane, south of Guadalcanal, north of Vernal Island, has spotted an enemy task force. Let's go into tactical mode to check out and see what we see. We're not going to be able to do anything about it, but we're at least going to be able to get an idea of what these ships are. We have our Kingfisher, our scout plane, and he sees a Japanese task force. Alright, Kingfisher. Don't get too close, but looks like a heavy cruiser to me. A couple of them. Oh yeah. That's definitely a heavy cruiser. And that's another. Followed by destroyers. I believe. That might be an old light cruiser. I think it's a destroyer though. These guys we're going to have to worry about right here. We need to avoid these guys at all costs unless we can get a land-based aircraft to bomb them, or until we can get an aircraft carrier. My guess is they're on their way to Santa Cruz maybe, or to bomb Vernal Island. Alright. Thank you, my lovely Kingfisher. Let's leave the area. Alright. Actually, you know what? That makes me want to launch more recon aircraft. Probably one from Chicago. Launch aircraft. Launch another Kingfisher. Probably like 97 nautical miles is fine by me. Alright, let's speed up time again. Let's wait till Task Force 1 gets to Guadalcanal. Gonna be really close here. Okay. Task Force 1. Whoops. Task Force 1. Go ahead and get close. Alright, since Guadalcanal is under Japanese control, and we've got 2 heavy cruisers, let's bombard Guadalcanal, shall we? Shore bombardment. We can bombard the shore 3 times before running out of ammo for our cruisers. So let's proceed. 1 bombardment. 2. 3. So bombardments are going to, I believe, destroy or damage enemy bases. Okay, so now that we've bombarded Guadalcanal, let's unload all of our cargo, all of our troops, supplies. Let's unload it on Guadalcanal. There we go. Task Force 1 has unloaded all cargo on Guadalcanal. Let's see what Guadalcanal is, oh wow. So if we look at Guadalcanal over here, on the left, we've got 2,750 troops on Guadalcanal. We just landed. We've got 2,800 supplies. And look at the balance of power. Look at how far it is right here. The blue, in favor of us. So we evidently have many more troops on Guadalcanal than the Japanese do at the moment, which is great. But if we stick around here with our task force, we are going to come under attack. So, let's leave and head back down to New Hebrides. We have our Wildcats kind of hanging out. Do I want to make a flight with some B-17s to try and find this Japanese task force that we found up here? I'm guessing they might be going for Santa Cruz Islands. If we do, I don't know, they might be making a run with destroyers for a few troops. So Santa Cruz might come under enemy control here in a little bit, is my guess. However, the range of a B-17 is 748 nautical miles. Let's see how far it is from New Hebrides to Santa Cruz. Let's see, shall we? It's gonna be 286 nautical miles. So we can definitely do that. So let's get some B-17s out here with some armor-piercing bombs. You know what? Let's go high explosive. Got some B-17s launching from New Hebrides. Let's head on up to Santa Cruz. It's only going to take 1.5 hours. Let's continue. Alright, let's speed that up. Got B-17s coming out here. Now, I don't know if his task force is going to be in the immediate vicinity, but I'm just looking, just hanging out, checking it out. We just took Guadalcanal. Wow. It was a lot easier than expected. So now we can build an airbase on Guadalcanal. Well, that's definitely not going to be the end of the Japanese forces, though. They are going to try and reinforce Guadalcanal, I can guarantee you. Our Kingfisher has encountered another enemy task force. 7 ships, very fast. Okay. Try to get there. I don't think he's going to be able to, but... Alright, this Kingfisher here, I want you to stay... Ah, he's low on fuel. Alright, let's head on over. Uh-oh. Yeah. He's moving, isn't he? Okay. Our bombers are heading on over. They're going to be awfully close to this Japanese task force. Let's resolve this right here, right now. Tactical. Let's see what we've got, shall we? There's the enemy fleet. And our B-17s. Alright, B-17s. Don't get too close. Yep, they're already shooting flak at us. Definitely got quite close. I think it's the same task force that we saw last time with our recon plane. We've got a heavy cruiser here. 2 heavy cruisers. I am going to target this one. We're going to come over and just bomb it to the best of our ability. Where are our aircraft? It's moving quite fast. Right, I need to get my B-17s. Head on up there. You head on up there. Yep, they're turning around now. Which is interesting. 5 times speed. I want to get them to where I can bomb them vertically instead of horizontally, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I think they're just going to continue to turn. It looks like they keep turning, try to give us a bad angle. Alright. Well, if they're going to do that, then let's go for it. Speed it up again. We've got 8 B-17s that are waiting here to attack this Japanese task force. Well, if they're just going to hang out together here, I might as well go for it. What ship is this? Ship 1. First group of B-17s, go ahead and target Ship 1. And the second group of B-17s, go ahead and target ship 1. You guys can attack. You can also attack. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Good luck, guys. Now, these B-17s are only going to have 2 bombs each. They're going to be high explosive. Let's speed this up here until we get over the enemy fleet. We're only at 3,280 feet of altitude right now. Here we go. Come on, guys, look at all this anti-aircraft fire. Oh man, flying directly over the fleet. Any of us gonna get hit? When are you gonna drop your bombs on this heavy cruiser? This is actually the angle that I wanted in the first place. There they go. There's the bombs away. Where are the bombs? Here they come. Oh man, are we gonna get any hits? Oh man, a huge hit. Yep, we definitely got some hits there. The second group of bombs is coming down now. Massive anti-aircraft fire. See if we get a few more. No. The second group all missed. Get out of there, guys, get out. Get out of there. She is on fire, though. That's a good... That first group was very satisfactory, I have to say. And it looks like all of our B-17s are going to survive. Head on down. Yeah, there's some more flak. But I think we're going to survive. We're heading back home now. She was hit by... Oh my goodness. She's got to be sinking now. She was hit many times. They might be able to save her, but that doesn't look good to me. There were quite a few 2,000-pound bombs that hit this heavy cruiser. I don't know. She may remain afloat, but she's going to be heavily damaged regardless. I'm glad we found this task force. I'm actually quite surprised that our bombers had that kind of range to be able to continue west to find this task force again. Alright, let's speed this up, shall we? Oh, okay, she suffered a magazine explosion. There's a massive amount of fires going on. Her damage control parties are definitely overwhelmed, it looks like. Man, if we could just get like 1 or 2 hits on that second sortie, I think this would be over. I mean, the entire bow is under the water. Look at this. It looks like she's gonna survive. Ooh, man, I don't know. I really don't know. Kingfisher, recon plane, let's head on closer to the enemy. What do we think? Is she gonna go down? Or is she gonna remain afloat? Miraculously. She's gone. She's sinking. They could not contain the fires on that ship. After that magazine explosion, she's going down. One heavy cruiser has been sunk by our B-17s. That is one less threat to have to worry about. To the depths. Alright. Let's leave the combat area. Our objective has been completed. One heavy cruiser has been sunk for 13,000 tons. That gained us 3 command points. We'll take it. Aircraft, 9, and we lost 0. Alright. We sunk a Japanese heavy cruiser. We have landed a force on Guadalcanal right now. It is actually in control of Guadalcanal, but there's still, as you can see, a small enemy force that remains. I'm sure the Japanese are going to reinforce Guadalcanal as soon as possible. Our fleet, Task Force 1, is headed back to New Hebrides to get some more supplies and troops. Maybe actually to try and take Santa Cruz and build an air base on there. Task Force 5 is also heading back to New Hebrides to get more supplies to build an air base on Renella Island. And then, once a week has passed, we will gain, what, like a 70 command points? That costs 120 to get an aircraft carrier. And that is going to be our goal. We want to recruit the USS Enterprise so we can have a fleet of aircraft, torpedo bombers, dive bombers, and fighters to take the war to the Japanese. I know that the Japanese have a lot of task forces and ships still out there, including their Yamato-class battleships, who are going to want to swing around here and attack Port Moresby. But that's only a matter of time. But right now, this is the situation in the Solomons on the 9th of August, 1942. That's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up so I'll make more content. We'll continue this campaign from where we left off, okay? Thanks for watching, and actually, you know what? Let's check out our summary of what the enemy's lost. So they have lost in this game an I-43 submarine, kamikaze type destroyer, I guess, and the Mogami heavy cruiser has also been sunk. Here we go. Alright, so we've got everybody heading back to New Hebrides. Hopefully our forces can hold out on Guadalcanal while we gain more supplies, wait for the introduction of our aircraft carriers, and try to build airfields and sea bases on Renelle and the Santa Cruz Islands. Till next time, thank you.